Third one we're looking at here is
Standoff.
Standoff.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan. I'm a fan of Standoff. I'm not a massive fan of CTF on this game. I was a big fan of Capture the Flag on other previous titles, just because it's such a it's a mode that you need all players, and you requires lots of teamwork. But in recent times, I mean, hardpoint it's just been a dominant game mode. And when you play scrims, everyone just plays hardpoint. And CTF is in the EU community, we're really used to high-scoring games of CTF. When I went over to MLG, games would be 1-0 or 2-0 at the very highest. In the EU, it's so aggressive, high-scoring game modes, and you don't see it anymore. No. It's become really a really passive and boring thing to watch now.
I have to agree with you. When you look at Standoff itself, it's when a team goes big, it is a massive thing.
Yeah.
But it just seems to be more tactical than it does aggressiveness.
Yeah, it's one of those game modes that every team skip. They go, do you know what? What's the map? CTF. Standoff. Don't worry, we'll get him on the map after that, because it can go either way. It really can.
See, I mean, being 2-0 up, Infused do have that advantage to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's all or nothing for TEC. They have to come out, and they have to come out with a bang. Otherwise, that's it. That's game over.
Yeah, this is the point here. They cannot sit back and wait for it. They have to be. I'm gonna be honest. They have to be aggressive.
Yep.
They need to go in, make a stand. They need to hold. To be honest with you, they need a player that has the ability to sit in the spawn, wait for that crucial point, call in the streaks, and get that flag cap.
Let's not. No, honestly, being aggressive is such a great form of defense, but the other teams can't get too complacent.
Yeah.
Simply
Totally
because CTF can go either way. One person on one team can play for the kill streaks. If you get too complacent, then that's it. It's a counter cap, and that's one thing as a competitive player I hate. I hate being that player, that team that are dominating the other team, gets one counter cap, and that's it. That could be the decisive moment. That could be the difference between you going home early or you advancing through the winner bracket. It's really frustrating.
Yeah, as we start into Capture Flag on Standoff, and it's, oh my word!
Vintage again, showcasing his sniper skills. It doesn't surprise me that he's off on using that sniper, just simply pinning the opposing team down. They know he's there. They know he's got his scope, and it limits them how they're going to move. And Josh and Infused coming out right off the bat here, really aggressive push. He is surrounded though, so it would be interesting to see if he does get out of it.
I mean, looking on the map there, as you can see, he is right in the middle of the house. He has been taken out, managing to get the
counter
kill.
Cap, here we go.
Yeah, and you're going to see the pull there straight away, and it's Hazzy just pulling taken out, and that was great play.
Hazzy, unfortunately, I think he might have just maybe a bit unfortunate. He should have gone through that warehouse. I think he would have got away with it. It was a prime example of a counter cap there. 3 down. Josh was on the opposing flag, and then Fuse managed, unfortunately, got 3 down and nearly got counter cap. But great play by Vintage to get the flag back.
It was indeed, and I'll tell you what, Vintage actually very much instrumental in that beginning of that pull of that flag. That sniper made all the difference. He dropped him down to 3, and
I don't know how Bissell survived that, to be honest. I'm not sure if you might missed it, but Tommy did put a fair amount of bullets into Bissell and he didn't die.
Bissell was absolutely red screening there.
Yeah.
He was on the closest you could get on this game without dying, and I'm pretty certain at that point he would have been really screwing at that point.
Great play by Tommy there. Really complacent. You see countless times you see players when they shoot, they hide, and they jump straight back out in order to attempt to outsmart players. I think now it's loads of players are trying to start being more complacent. Wait a couple seconds, wait for the opposing team to shoot his bullets. Have nothing left, and then jump out. Really good play by Tommy. Great heads up play because Bissell was on the flag.
Looking at Infused Josh here, pulling it in a 3 kill streak. I have to say, at the present moment in time, Infused all seem to be going for the push for the flag. Josh has dropped back a tad. There is one in the middle there, and gets taken out. I believe it is Hazzy that took out Jake. This is going to be such a close game. I think TEC are going to have to try and really push a little bit harder than what they are, because it seems to me that Infused are holding them in.
I think, yeah, they are being pinned down, but TEC are doing really well to advance, try and get a few people on mid-map, but doesn't have a doubt in our minds that TEC or Infused will be able to have got players on their flag. That it's one thing that the top teams do. When you spawn, go back to your flag, start from square one. It's better off going from square one and having a slower paced game than to overextend and get counter cap. The prime example being Lockdown on Modern Warfare 3. If you overextend, chances are you're going to get relayed. Go back to square one, get the home flag, start from the beginning.
And so, I mean, when you get counter cap, that can actually really affect your game.
Yeah.
Because you normally find you'll get a relay and you'll put there's a lovely kill there by Hadzi. Jumps up the top of the shop and he's going to run through tank side. Is he going to have the cover?
Yeah, he should have the cover. Great play by TEC. Oh, really good play.
Brilliant play. We are going to see a capture here. Pushing through. There's one directly behind him. And Realise needs to turn and give him the cover. And there is the cover.
Really good play by Hadzi there. You know, he went for it. He risked it. He went for it. He had the cover from his teammates. But you know what? He was too far gone for Infused to try and stop him. Really good play from Hadzi. He's going to wait around, get his kill streak.
There's his kill streaks.
Use his kill streaks. Really, really good smart play from Hadzi there. You know, now play complacent. You're not far off your third kill streak. You know, defend your flag. You've got Infused running up onto your flag for the counter flag, counter cap. Apologies. You know, just play a little bit complacent. Start from the beginning.
I mean, when you start streaking up in this game, that's when you start gaining the other captures.
Yeah.
You've got to use this to advantage. You'll see, I'm pretty certain that TEC aren't going to actually use that until the advantage is if their flag gets pulled, that's when you're going to see these streaks come in.
Yeah, I think I'm a big fan of saving your streaks when you most need them, especially in the latter stages of the flag when you can get them off spawn and counter cap and relay, and you know it's the difference at the end of the day of coming towards the latter stages of the CTF game. Usually the people that got kill streaks, you know, can use it to defend their flag, they use it to take people off spawn, or even use it to kill streaks are important, but you don't often see them in the first round of the CTF.
I have to say that we're going to see Tommy try and pull the flag. He gets taken out. Hadzi then sitting in, manages to cover him. Hadzi's actually been awesome. If you look at the scoreboard here, he's 10-5, 1 capture, 1 return.
No, it's really good heads up play from this round of TEC. You know, they're playing really, really well. Used the counter. Hadzi went on a sort of like a solo mission, got the flag. Good cover from his teammates. And, you know, unfortunately, for Infused, Hadzi was too far gone for the opposing team to try and catch up with him.
Going into round 2 here, TEC are 1-0 up. Is this the comeback? We know the way this map now sits for TEC is they have to defend.
Yeah.
But they can't defend to the point where you've got 4 sitting on that flag, because as soon as you do that, you're in an immense amount of trouble.
Sometimes it's one of the worst things you can actually do is to defend, just because you are going to slip up, and you play so passive and you're so far back in your own spawn that if the opposing team do manage to break away with your flag, you've got nothing to show for it. You know, you're so far back you can't catch up, and you know, because you're playing in such a passive manner.
I have to say, some maps, being offensive is the best form of defense. As we see Hadzi shout out there, gets a 2 kill streak. I tell you what, this guy is absolutely... Oh! What a knife!
No, Hadzi, that was the free piece for that knife. You know, he played really well. I heard him scream when he killed Josh. He killed someone else. And no, I didn't think he was going to get that knife. And to be fair, taking nothing away from Hadzi, you know, Vintage did miss his snipe, but it was still really good heads up.
It was
play
a lovely drop down.
Yeah.
It really was. And we're going to see as actually gets taken out as we jump with Cursor commentator. It's actually LXT here going round through the back, through to the station. I was going to say, this is where he needs a protection. He's so closed in. As soon if you're on top of Grandset, you can see straight through, and that's where we have the problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bottleneck. He did force himself into an unfortunate position there. You know, Infused did get back and return that flag. Now Josh is really close to his kill streak. Really good shooting there from Josh. He's got his Hellstorm. You know, play a bit complacent. He's on the opposition flag. It'd be interesting to see what he does here. I
mean, he comes and gets taken out, unfortunately, but it's Tommy that actually pulls up the flag. He runs through shop. He needs to be careful. You know the streaks are going to be called in here. If they don't call them in, there is going to be an issue. Here comes the lightning strike straight on top, and that's great play by TEC. Technically, for TEC, that is what they need.
No pun intended there. No. Yeah, I mean, you always see the kill streaks happening on the second half. Really heads up play from TEC. Tom knew he was going to get a kill streak. There was not much he could have done there. But, you know, it's making for interesting watch as TEC do get through. Oh, he's got through.
He has got through. It was actually Hadzi that got the flag. It was actually, Realise that got the flag. Hadzi comes in, gets the second capture. It's 2-0 here.
Game on.
TEC are absolutely buzzing. Surely they need to hold this now, as we said before. Offense can be the best form of defense. They've just proved that.
Exactly. You know, 3 minutes in, TEC Hadzi playing out of his mind here. You know, tune it all or nothing. I keep saying that phrase over and over, but it doesn't describe exactly what's happening. You know, near enough 2.5 minutes. Don't count Infused out. They are about to cap another flag.
And as you're saying, it's Tommy that gets the flag. He gets taken out. It's Josh that picks up the flag. Surely he's going to get a capture here for Infused. He gets taken out.
Great play by Realise.
It's Realise that takes it.
I thought that was a cap there.
what a return there from TEC. I actually thought they were going to have a clear run through TEC, and it's Hadzi again that's on a 5. Gets, beautiful play there.
Tommy, what are you doing there? That was a really good play from Hadzi. That's bragging rights right there.
It was indeed. He really handed it to Hadzi, and Hadzi, what a nado to get that flag back. And Josh pulls the flag.
This is back and forth. You can't even speak. This is.
But I was going to say, both flags now back at base, and we're going to see Infused
get
capture.
There we go.
So close.
Just about. This is such a back and forth game now. Infused really stepping it up. Hadzi playing unreal for TEC, and then it's really interesting. I mean, it's still in terms of low scoring, it's not very high, but 3 flags have been captured. But it's really back and forth.
I was going to say, big shout there as Tommy gets taken out again. LXC is the... Look at that pause. And Hadzi, he is just on fire. Look at the score.
He's playing unreal. And
he's 23.
He is 23 and 11, but some of the kills that he is getting shown on stream here have been unbelievable. He's punished the Infused team that have tried to catch him out.
Look how clear that run was.
Really clear for a great play from TEC. You know, he's punished Tommy more than once on more than one occasion. Bissell also, and Josh at the end there.
I mean, when you look at the level Hadzi's been in this game, as we said before, the other games don't actually say how good this guy's been in this event.
Yep.
That just proves it. I mean, we've seen the knife, we've seen the captures. If you go on there, he's all 3 captures. Yep. That guy has pulled an absolute perfect game for capture the flag for TEC.
It's all momentum. He's playing out of his skin. Keep going, and you know, TEC, you know, allowing him to keep pushing. It's really great play from TEC.
I have to say,
Realize. Bad decision from Realize.
Should have kept running.
Should have kept running. Hadzi was behind him. He had no business doing that. But even though you could argue they are 3-1 up, to be fair, if it was a bit more tighter there, if it was a draw, or you know, if they needed that flag to him, you know what, his teammates have every right to criticise him. But they're 3-1 up. We'll leave him off for that one.
Totally agree. There's Tommy then gets taken out, and you know, I tell you what, Infused, they're not going to get this. It is a GG.
Yeah, it is definitely GG. Really good play from TEC there, just coming off the bat and winning 3-1.
Which means we're going to hit our 4th map. This is going to be really interesting, this hardpoint and slums. And this win here for TEC on capture the flag, it's going to be absolutely awesome. Joshy attempting to go with 3 seconds of it. It's not going to happen. No. I'm going to be intrigued on how this is now going to stand out for TEC.
What a map and game mode to potentially win on or tie it up on. You know, slums, hardpoint. It's so backcourt, it's so open. It wouldn't surprise me if we see some big numbers, some people putting up some.
I think coming into this is going to be massive.
Yeah,
absolutely massive. Guys, this is the 4th map in the best of 5. Currently, it is 2-1 in the favour of Infused. Been a strong game, and this is the first game that TEC's actually, as we see them on screen, that have actually made a difference to them. Look how these guys are buzzing.
Really good play from Realize and Hadzi. You know, we have been bigging up Hadzi that whole map, but you know, let's not count out Realize. He played well. He was playing his anchor, and he was moving around with his AR, supporting the team, his objective players to catch that flag. So really good play, a really good team effort from that team there.
It's the teamwork that I think we were sort of seeing in the beginning of Hardpoint in the first map. They seem to lose it in Search and Destroy. Brought it back, and you know, this is what they need to do, and they need to carry this on through into the next map, which is Slums.
Yeah,
difficult map.
It is a difficult map. It can go either way. It can be so close, and this map is all about rotation. It's all about swapping those spawns. Again, the first map, because it's so open, it's 50-50. It's not about trying to get the points on the first hill, because you are guaranteed to get some, but it's all about setting up for that second hill, because it is such a stark difference. The opposing team need to get the setup, they need to flank and try and set themselves up for that second hill.
I mean, you can't point out any more than we already have. It is the setup. Yeah. Infused on the hard point, their setup was impeccable. Yeah,
you see some of the greatest players in the American scene. You know, you got like teams like players like Parasite, one of the best anchors on the game, simply because he knows and he understands the importance of that setup of anchoring to try and allow his teammates to spawn at an advantage. You see it's constantly, even some of the players that you see in the EU teams, you know, you've got the Mad Cat, you've got Swanee of Epsilon.
I was going to say,
anchoring players, you know, it's their job to have the boring role, but it's the most important.
It is. When you look at Epsilon, the game previous to this, that's exactly how Swanee played. Yeah. And I think really Infused don't really need to let TEC come in with that. No. If TEC hold this, I really feel this could be a really strong map for them.